Section 8, approval of purchasing. Can we take 8.1 biddable items, and this is a wing boiler replacement with the Ideal Heating Company. There's 2 boilers, right, for this one? Yes. And master plan audio visual purchase and installation. And then psychology service remodel for Bowler Construction. Psychology Services Community Youth Network Incorporated for the services for psychology, and yearly software maintenance, IT Savvy LLC, e-building renovation, Half Builders Incorporated. Can we take all of these?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I've got a
Yes.
couple of maybe clarifications. When I went through and I looked at the psychological service remodel with Bowler Construction, and then I also looked at the e-building renovation, which with Hart Builders. Both of them have a contingency built in. The one for Hart Builders, the contingency is actually for the modification to include the ROE office. But the contingency for the psychological services remodel really isn't earmarked for anything in particular. I guess I'd just like an explanation on the difference in the contingencies. One has one for a specific reason and the other one just is there.
Do you want to mention that, or?
Sure, so the one for the psychological services, that contingency is just for construction contingency. As we open up ceilings, we see things that may need to get fixed that aren't on documents. That's what that contingency is for. The one for Half Builders over at the e-building, there's some additional work that was requested through the ROE, the Regional Office of Education.
And I guess I understand that from the words that are in here, but I guess my question really is, what determines the amount you put in for a contingency? Because one is, you could have to open up walls and whatever with the ROE piece as well. So how do we make a determination
So,
on?
ideally, what we'd like to do is do about a 10% contingency on the construction project.
So it doesn't matter if it's earmarked for something just to be safe in case we run across problems.
Correct.
However, in this one, it's an actual additional piece of building that we need.
Correct.
Okay. And then I have a question on the yearly software maintenance. I think there's some language in there that there's like over $100,000 difference between the high bid and the low bid. But if there's some language in there that says the one company took exception or something. Can somebody explain what that means?
Michelle,
So,
go ahead.
yeah, so I can tell you that for Logic House and CDW, those were not complete bids. I think there was like maybe 10 sections that were, they needed to bid on, and Logic House and CDW did not bid on all of those sections. And then I think Logic House actually, they substituted some items versus what we had specified.
So talking about the CDW, they took exceptions.
They
What
did
does
not,
that-
they took exceptions, they changed some of the, say for instance, we asked for, I think a quantity of 5, and they changed that quantity. Also, they did not bid a complete bid. So like say section number B or C for I think VMware, they did not submit a proposal. And we were trying to combine, the purpose of the bid was to put all the software, the server software together in one bid, whereas before we were entering into individual contracts for like maybe 10 different agreements.
It just jumped off the page because there's over $100,000 difference between the low bid.
And Logic House, again, I think they only bid on maybe 1 or 2 sections out of maybe the 8 that were presented.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's good to point out too that all of these came in under the budgeted amount,
That's very good to point out, yes.
and some significantly under.
Any other questions, comments? If not, roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar? Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Dr. Finger?
Aye.
Dr. Griffin?
Aye.
Ms. Howland?
Aye.
Mrs. Oshire?
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder?
Aye.
And we have non-biddable items, 8.2, ratify the international travel insurance for study abroad programs, CIEE Incorporated, doing business as Tynext. So we have a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Wasn't Maine the only one who can do that?
From an insurance perspective?
Yeah.
No, they're not. We had Dave Gale go out to the market and try to find other quotes for us. He was not successful this time around, but he's going to try again next year for us. But this is the coverage that we've had several years now, and we need it in time to start the term.
Right, okay.
Any other comments? Roll call.
Mr. Farrar,
Abstain.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger,
Aye.
Dr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Holland,
Aye.
Mrs. Olshire,
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder.
8.3, disposal, pages 45 and 46. Can we have a motion to dispose of this stuff?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar,
Abstain.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger,
Aye.
Dr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Holland,
Aye.
Mrs. Olshire,
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder. Aye.
I'm glad in the stuff you put in there, great police lockers, dented. Now we know exactly which ones. Let's move on to item 9, which is approval of contracts and grants, and there are none. Section 10, which is approval of programs, and there are none there. Section 11, approval of human resources recommendations. And 11.11, we're holding 11.1, that is, termination, page 50. Can we have a motion for all the rest of the resignation, retirements, and those requests?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar,
Abstain.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger,
Aye.
Dr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Holland,
Aye.
Mrs. Olshire,
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder.
11.2, position additions, reclassifications, reorganizations, deletions, and vacant positions, pages 51, 52. And let's take 11.3, full-time employment, probationary period completed, pages 53 and 54. Can we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar,
Abstain.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger,
Aye.
Dr. Griffin,
Aye.
Ms. Holland,
Aye.
Mrs. Olshire,
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder. Aye.
11.4, promotions and transfers, there are none for this meeting. 11.5, employment contract correction, page 55. Can we have a motion for that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
A question.
Yes.
This is a correction coming back. 2 questions. I think I asked this last one. What is an operation or academic operations manager?
So they're really
I
integral.
like that title, by the way.
It's fancy, isn't it?
Yeah. Not sure what it is, but
Yeah.
it's great.
No, they're very integral to being able to support the scheduling and advising operations out of the academic divisions. So they're interfacing consistently with our department chairs and back with student service areas such as enrollment services, recruitment, et cetera, to make sure that as the schedule is getting built, it's efficient. And they're doing a lot of analysis on the schedule with the department chairs and supporting their work as well.
So what did the person do to get the increase? What kind of career development, do you know?
So the career development program is tied to college graduate coursework, for example, new degrees, professional development along those lines. So there's a plan that's approved through
Well,
HR.
between last month and now, she finished a degree or something.
No. Last month we brought you the wrong figures. So
Oh,
someone on my staff was new to the position and made an error, and so we talked to her, we've coached her, and we have changed our process so that 2 people are going to be checking this and auditing it before it comes to the board. So we made a mistake.
I'm glad
So
you
hence a
caught it.
correction.
Thank
Glad you caught it.
Me too.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar,
Abstain.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger,
Aye.
Dr. Griffin, Ms. Holland,
Aye.
Mrs. Olshire,
Aye.
Ms. Schroeder. Aye.
11.6, staff benefits, there are none for this meeting. We're going to go to section 12, closed meeting. At this time, I will request a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Second? Roll call, please.
Mr. Farrar, Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Dr. Finger, Dr. Griffin, Ms. Holland, Ms. Schroeder, Mrs. Olshire, Ms. Schroeder.
we're going to take a few minutes, take a little 5-minute break, and then we will go into closed session. And at that time, Karen can read all her stuff. So thank you all for coming, and thanks for all the great work you do here at College of Lake County.